I think the first thing I'd like to say while Gary thinks about this is that I've been very pleasantly surprised by the overall album and listening to it on a very pleasant system, because he's done a great job making it sound really, really alive without going mad. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And the tweaks that you've done, for me, make it really interesting to listen to again, because there's lots of nuances that got lost over the years, and they've been really exposed again, and it sounds great. Really, really happy about it.
There are some mixes on this album that I can't remember, where and why and how we did them, and so to come here and hear them again, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
1, 2, 3, sleep.
Yeah, the shock horror of when we got told to make an album.
Yes, that
was frightening, wasn't it?
It was frightening, yes, frightening.
But we had the one track.
We had one track, and we basically
thought that was it.
Started thinking, what are we going to do? So we were at Anne's, and we got recorded playing a bit of croquet.
Yeah, we used to play croquet in the afternoons.
Yeah.
We used to stop for a cup of tea.
Yes,
about 3-4 o'clock, because this was made during the summer. This hour. And we would stop very sensibly between 3 and 4 in the afternoon and take tea and have a game of croquet.
Please let me sleep.
It would have come about because he and I would always start with creating some sort of rhythm track. And we used to have this phrase that we had a dustbin of stuff that we would carry around with us. And anything that we ever found, just always got shoved into the dustbin.
I hear a sonic difference that I like here a lot, and I've got to say that.
And and we'd be sent off to studios to do another track, and so we'd sit there bemused for a little bit, and I go, "What are we going to do?" And he'd go, "Well, let's look in the dustbin, see what we got," and so we'd find bits and bobs. So he and I would create some wacky rhythm track, and then we'd have to dial up Miss Melody, wouldn't we?
Yes. Who's still on the same phone number.
She is, actually.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
And she'd come in, and if she'd been wearing glasses, she would have looked over them and kind of go, "What have you been doing now?"
Yes.
So then she'd try and make sense of our madness, of the clattering dustbin, and add some musicality to it. So no more than that can one remember.
And that's basically how things used to work, really.
Panic.
Aptly named, probably.
Probably aptly named, actually, because I think overall, during that period, there's quite a lot of panicking going on, because inevitably there was always demand for more mixes and more versions and B-sides and 12 inches, and in this particular instance, we panicked and we just sped up.
Because of where we were in the timeline, 12 inches were like very fashionable.
Yeah.
So you couldn't just issue one 12-inch.
No, there was always other versions going on B-sides and all that sort of business, bonus things and things. And so it's basically just a sort of speeded up version of Backbeat with a bit of a jam going on.
Go to Camel, and you won't have an original for this. Invariably, most tracks would start with he and I creating some sort of groove.
Some record.
If you delve into anything to do with the art of noise, you will find that every one of our tracks has got a groove to it. That was one of our excursions.
Excursions, I've forgotten about the excursion.
JJ and I were very good at excurting. And we excurted to the East Street Market in Pennington, which is where I got taken every weekend to go and see my grandfolks who used to live down there. We went wandering down the street market and managed to chat to a street trader, and he obliged, didn't he?
He did. He obliged. We like people who oblige. And what else is in that track? There's a bit. Is it table tennis?
There's
a bit of table tennis. It's doing the rhythm.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Should we press on?
And this could be
Something always happens.
So what happens now?
The art of noise is paranoid.
Can I just say, the context of this is that we started doing this, and then that Easter, I had been to see the shuttle in on the launch pad in Florida.
The art of noise is weird. The art of noise is paranoid.
Anyway, Roger came in and said, "Shuttle's blown up," and we went and watched it, and then we came. That was where we'd stop the track, and that's when all the moody chords come in. So anyway, that's the context. Here, this is when we come back in. It's very sad.
2,257 feet per second. Altitude 4.3 nautical miles. Downrange distance 3 nautical miles.
It's always amazing to hear how quickly the shuttle moves. It's already more than 4 miles down.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Forgot how much I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Did I say that I enjoyed it?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.